And another thing I want to say is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself to the point where you know that you can do anything and be anything that you want in this lifetime. Don't let anybody tell you different. With that being said, I like also when people are able to think strategically, think on their feet. They're real quick with it, you know. Don't let nobody tell you no. For example, I was probably like 18 years old, 19 years old at the time, getting my first place. And of course, what happened? People always try to say like, oh, you need to make 3 times or 4 times the rent. At that time, of course, I didn't make that. And you know what I did? I thought strategically, like, look, you know what? I'm going to eventually make that. I wrote a letter. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm not saying that is being dishonest, because it's not. It's more so saying, you know what? Sometimes I got to do what I got to do. I got to hustle to make it to where I need to be. Half of these people, they be like 3 or 4 times the rent. They ain't even making that. But y'all working up in here, giving people a hard time, and all they trying to do is get a place. You know, they young, they trying to get it, they trying to get some money, and y'all making it hard for people out here. Think on your feet. That's what I'm saying. Like be smart enough in this lifetime to say, you know what? Let me figure out a way so I can get to the next level. And if somebody tell you no the first time, go back again a second time. Go back again a third or fourth time. And it's eventually going to be a yes. Think on your feet, do some research, go to the library. I know the library is old school, but don't let situations get you down to the point where you out here and somebody tell you, oh, you're not good enough for this apartment, or you're not good enough for this job. Well, make yourself good enough. Go get the skills you need to. Go write a letter. Go have your whoever hustle. Not, I don't like to use that word hustle, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay? Make that shit happen. Make it shake. You know, that's what I wanted to say. Be positive. They may tell you no the first few times, but keep going and do what you got to do to get to elevate yourself. Okay, and I wanted to say also, let's give another example. Let's say you work at McDonald's and you're trying to elevate your skills and work at a bank, at a financial institution. On your resume, you may have put on there, I work at McDonald's as a cashier, flipping burgers, this and that. You may look at that job description and say, I can't meet the requirements. I don't meet the, for that financial position. Yes, you do meet the requirements. You just don't know how to word it. Let me show you something. During my tenure as a cashier at McDonald's, take that out. They don't need to know you work at McDonald's. You can say, as a lead, I developed a robust skill set in managing a high volume financial transactions and maintaining meticulous accuracy in handling cash. This role demanded exceptional customer service, strong numerical proficiency, and the ability to quickly adapt to fluctuating demands. My responsibilities included efficiently processing payments, reconciling cash registers at the end of each shift, and troubleshooting discrepancies. This experience has honed my attention to detail, sharpened my time management skills, and instilled a proactive approach to problem solving, all of which are essential for an analyst position at a financial institution like yours. Boom. And that is actually something I wrote. That's something, like a cashier at McDonald's, but you see how I worded it? Now you can fit the skills of an analyst at a bank, upgrade your skills, have them pay for like your degree, certificates if you need to. And next thing you know, you're a CFO at the bank. That's how you flip it. Stop downsizing yourself. Stop downgrading yourself and lowballing yourself, saying that you can't or you don't have the skills for something. Yes, you do. You just don't know how to word it. All about strategic and thinking, and there's that hustle. Hustle don't have to mean something negative. Hustle means let me think on my feet so that I can get what I need for me to elevate my skills to the next level, because I can do it. And I know, I don't have to be stuck in this position. I can elevate to a higher position. We've all been there. I used to work at McDonald's too, and I elevated to the bank, to a better job, Just keep elevating those skills. So you guys can do it. Stop lowballing yourself. Boom. This is my last video. So this week is all about lowballing. Stop lowballing yourself. Stop. Now I'm about to talk about relationships. It's been a talk about taking people not liking Cheesecake Factory. First of all, I love Cheesecake Factory. Also taking people to like cheap restaurants like Taco Bell, McDonald's. That's cool every once in a while, but the more of this video, if it don't align with you, that's cool. Click the video off. But for those out there who want to elevate themselves out of like the breadcrumbing, so don't get offended by this. I don't want no man, no woman, nobody to get offended by this video. But at the same time, I want you guys to think about certain things in elevation. I wouldn't take nobody to no McDonald's as a first date. I think you are worth more than $25. Okay. That's some shit I did as a kid. You know, I'm not a broke hoe, so I know how to take you out. I'm not saying that, you know, you got to spend all this money, but at the same time, when people do stuff like that, they do it because they got it. And they do it because they live in freedom, not in want or lack. People that are like millionaires and be manifesting a certain elevation of life, they not out here like tripping about no 25. They like, look, whatever you want. If you craving $25 McDonald's, cool. But don't do it out of a sense to like lowball someone because you can't afford it. There's a lot of people out there who take themselves on nice dates by themselves. There's people who would take themselves on a nice trip and be able to afford all of these things by themselves. Then here you come trying to shrink them to the point where, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. You may not can afford that. That don't mean that person can't afford that. And of course, if they're a good person, they're going to try to like bring you along too and elevate you. But remember what my other video said, don't be trying to do too much to the point where you're the only one doing a lot. You're the only one taking them on dates, expensive dates, traveling, helping them with their business, helping them with all these things. So it's all about a balance in life. The whole $25, like, oh, you know, I'll accept that. Don't get too comfortable to the point where you accepting breadcrumbs all your life. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there who definitely will give you something better and say, you know, if you want to eat whatever you want, go ahead and do that. And so the moral of the story of this video is to not play someone who can't afford that level yet. But it is to say, stick with your alignment. Don't be out here trying to like disturb certain women or men living a certain lifestyle to try to shrink them and make them feel bad because you're not at the level that they are. And now they have to struggle and bring you along to their level because we're a team. And instead of doing that, go find what you're aligned with so that they can go find what they're aligned with. You know, if you used to eating chicken nuggets, I'm trying to elevate you. I'm trying to take you to Dubai or something so we can eat different meals. And you out here want chicken nuggets all the time. You probably ain't my type. If you like chicken nuggets, that's cool. But the more of what I'm trying to say is that elevate your taste buds. Elevate your culture. Travel to different places to get comfortable with different types of food. You know, especially if that's the type of lifestyle that you want. But it also starts with yourself. Can you give yourself the things that you're asking somebody else to give to you? And if not, stay in your lane. Stick with what you know. This video is not to like make somebody feel bad. But this video is about what's the real true nature of this whole 50-50. There's no such thing as 50-50. It's either 100. You bring in 100, I'm bringing 100. That's it. I'm showing up 100% as myself. You showing up 100% as yourself. And it's okay if you're not there yet, but it's not okay to make somebody feel bad and shrink them down to your level just because you cannot meet them at theirs. That's it. No. When it comes to, like, let's say you want to get an apartment, go ahead and get that apartment. Do what you got to do to get that apartment. Write a letter if you have to. Hustle if you need to. That job, depending on what kind of job you have, it's all about your wording. You know, you deserve to elevate your skills, but sometimes people just need a little bit of help with rephrasing words so that they can apply for that job and fit it into their experience. Also, don't lowball people when it comes to where they're living in their lifestyle. Sometimes people project onto others what they can't be because they know that they don't want to elevate. They know that they can't provide a certain lifestyle. So they try to shrink that person down to theirs instead of just meeting people where they are at. You should want to elevate your skill. You should want to be, have someone in your corner that's going to root for you and say, look, let me help you with whatever it is that you need help with. But some people can't handle that. And unfortunately, that is why most people should just align with who they need to be with. It's sad that we have to even do that and think that way. There is a very small percentage of people out there where you may meet them at their lowest and then y'all can grow together. But 9 times out of 10, especially in this day and age, you got to kind of like let people go through their karma. You can help cultivate them, but do not go out here doing more work than they are doing for themselves. We ain't doing that. Sorry. Not in this day and age. Let them go do what they need to do. One day they'll meet you at that elevation, but stop trying to lowball people. If you know that this man and woman is living a certain lifestyle, they can afford all of this, and here you come trying to say, oh, most women would mind if I take them out to like a $25 meal. It's really not about how much something costs. It's more so about stop restricting. I don't like restrictions. I don't like when someone tell me, no, you can't. I remove that from my vocabulary. I can do whatever I want to do. I can get whatever apartment I want to get. And if I can't get it right now, I'm going to hustle and work to go get it. I can get whatever car I want. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So I could travel wherever I want to and I could eat whatever I want to. I'm not about to get in a relationship and they tell me, oh, I can't eat here or I can't do this and I can't do that because they can't do it. Now I'm struggling because now I got to pull the weight for both of us when I could just go out there, be single and just find someone who's on my level where we can like hustle together, hustle together. Like 2 is better than 1. Stop struggling out here trying to bring people along. They can't even, they lazy. They ain't trying to do it. Trust me. If you take a step back, these people ain't trying to hustle like you. You're doing all the work and they happy that you're doing all that work too. They're going to let you. And that ain't. Okay, so boom, story time, funny time. It was the year 2015, the Mayweather fight. My cousin had this baddie with him. She was bad as a motherfucker from Houston, Texas. When I tell you she was fine, she was fine. We go into the casino. My cousin like, you know what? Y'all stay right here. Y'all play a game. I'm going to dip out for a second. I'll be right back. Cool, no problem. I'm at the machine playing this game. Next thing you know, I see like 60 to 100 people running through the fucking casino. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm like, you know what? I see people running. I'm running too. I tried to grab baby girl like, woo, let's go. But before I knew it, my ass took off. I was gone. But then I'm like, shit. I turn around. I'm like, baby girl fell on the floor. I'm like, shit. Ricky, no. I'm like, fuck. Now I got to go back and get her. Can't just leave her there. So I'm ducking and dodging because I still don't know what the fuck going on. People running through the casino. Catch up to her like, yo, you didn't see all these people running? You still just sitting there? When you see people run, you run. You catch the vibe. That's what I mean by catching. You got to catch it. Pay attention to your surrounding. But yeah, that's my funny time. And I had to tell my cousin like, yo, like what happened? You like, yeah, where you go? Because you left us here. It wasn't like nothing like that. Because he literally was going for a second. We go to the McDonald's on the strip. And I had told him what happened. Like, yeah, it was like 60 to 100 people. What, did you see something outside or whatever? Because we just sitting here chilling, waiting for you to come back. I see people running. I start running too. I try to grab baby girl to come on with me. And she just looking lost, like, oh, let me run with these heels on. I'm like, no, boo, you got to wear flats, especially like a Mayweather, a big event in Vegas. I ain't doing that on the strip. Give me some flats so I can run. And when you see people running, you need to run too, baby. That's it, love. That's it. That's the story. Today we're going over just like a card reading that we have. So for the channel, the first one that we have is Imagine. The second one we have is Flexible. And then the third one, All That Glitters Isn't Gold. And basically what I take from that, like starting with the first one, is Imagine, which basically What I'm getting from this is whatever your intuition is, whatever you have been thinking or wanting or trying to manifest, it will be, whether that be through dreams or daydreaming, some type of like spiritual realm, something of that nature. So whatever you can imagine, you can manifest. That's what I get from that one. Flexible. So if someone's out there who's trying to, I guess, maybe learn a new skill, learn something, this to me is resonating with be flexible. Be open to change, be open to mentors, be open to having that flexibility, and vice versa, choosing someone like a mentor that's flexible as well with you and your dreams and your goals and your mission, what you have going on. Um, what I love about these cards, you can't really tell, but they have a lot of different like artwork throughout. So everything to me symbolizes something. Like you got this person that's standing on like an egg that's planting like a root. So that's another thing. Like maybe there's something you're planting, um, building legacy, building like a seed, building some type of business, but you're standing firm on it. And part of that is just to be flexible, be open, you know, to a relationship, whether that be through a mentor or something of that nature. Next one, all that glitters isn't gold. So I feel like these past 2 weeks I've been speaking a lot on alignment and performing. So mask to me is an illusion. Like you're performing something, you have an illusion that needs to come off. You have a mask on. All that glitters isn't gold. What may seem like something isn't always what it seems. So once again, be yourself, take the mask off. Whatever it is, that illusion that you're having, you have to get rid of that. It's almost like the tower, like in a regular tarot deck, how you have the tower card and the tower falls. Something someone is doing, especially with the retrograde coming up, they're it's like the moon card. You're not seeing things clearly. You have this expectation or performance, something that you're hiding, and you have a mask on. You need to take the mask off. So that's what I'm getting regarding the readings for this week. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. If you like for me to continue doing the readings, or maybe like pull one card versus three. I love three because three is like my favorite number. But let me know your thoughts on it. That's what I have for this week for you guys. Thank you.